out there. So I've been trying to make this video for like 2 days, and every time I get to a certain point in the video, the phone rings or the candle goes out or all kinds of things happen. So I'm hoping that this is going to be the final take. I'm almost to the point where I'm like, you know what, I'll just post whatever comes out. So hopefully this won't be disjointed, but I wanted to do a quick video on flash paper. And flash paper is a great tool to use when you're doing fire magic. And it's a really good tool for like quick release spells or spells when you're really ready to let go, or you're really ready to get rid of something, or to burn off energy. And this is what it comes in. It comes in like this little packet, and I've seen it actually sold like stapled together without the cover. But this brand is called Fantastic Flash. It's between like $7 and $12, and flash paper is made for performance magicians. So like people who pull rabbits out of hats and, you know, do illusions. So it's made for that kind of magician. But you can find it in most occult stores, or you can find it in like joke shops and places like that. And what it is I have some pieces laid out here. It is, it's a special type of tissue paper that's treated with chemicals so that it burns without any smoke and without any ash, and it burns really quickly and really brightly. So let me show you what it does. Here we go. Whoosh. Let me show you again. So that's what it does. And here's how you can use it in ritual. Even though it's used for, you know, performance magicians, it does have ritual implications. So one way you can use it is you can write down what you're ready to let go of, or what energy you're ready to manifest quickly. Anything that you would do, you know, a fire magic spell for, you could write it down on the paper, or draw a picture to symbolize, you know, what that event or that energy is to you. Put it on here. And then I like to fold it. I feel like folding, when you write something and then you fold it, it kind of seals that energy. So fold it, and then I would hold this between, I'm holding the camera with one hand, but I would hold this between two hands, like, you know, almost in like a prayer position, if I was actually doing a ritual. And charge it with your energy, and when you feel that you're at the height of your energy, and after you've used your visualization and really, really heightened your process, then crumple it up. You don't have to crumple, but this is just one method. And then once it's crumpled, release. Ooh. Yeah, there's it's a very there's a little heat there, but it's not too bad. And there's it's very quick and it's very bright. I do want to say though that you should use caution. You know, be safe. If you haven't seen my video on how to use all the elements as a way of balancing out fire energy for safety, check it out. I also want to say that on the back of here, there's a warning, and I want to address it because there's some important stuff here. And I'll tell you about a mistake that somebody in my group had made with flash paper, and a what not to do kind of story after I read this. It says, danger, extremely flammable, for use by professionals at their own risk, use with extreme care, store in a cool, dry location away from heat or ignition sources. Do not mix this paper with any other materials. Never store in a residence. Keep away from children. Contains 20 sheets. Okay. They mean it when they say never mix stuff in here. So what had happened in our group is we were doing a little bit more of an elaborate ritual than maybe what we would normally do, and the person who was in charge that evening, my group has like a rotating high priestess, so the person who was in charge that evening had filled some flash paper with some herbs and some other little odds and ends, and then had made these little, like, you know, medicine bundles. And the idea was that we were going to, when we call quarters, each quarter bundle would be burned, and it would be like this little flash, and it would also release, you know, the smoke of the herbs that were in there and whatnot. Well, what happened was the stuff inside of here still has its own burning properties. So the flash paper caught and burnt off, but it ignited the herbs and stuff inside of there, and then they burnt much slower. But flash paper, when it burns, it's kind of like floaty. So the packet kind of floated up away from the candle and then jumped away from the candle and went down onto the carpeted floor. And luckily we were being safe and we had all of our, you know, safety precautions there, so we just put it out and it wasn't a big deal. But they really mean it. Don't put anything in here to burn. Just use it on its own. So there's other ways that you can use this as well in ritual, and I'll just show you another way. But to do this, I have to move my camera, so I'm hoping that this works. Let me see if I can put it up here. I'm adjusting the little tripod thingy that's on it. Okay. So here's another way you can use this. You can, if something is incremental that you're ready to get rid of, you can tear off in pieces. So let's say that it's weight loss. So you can say, this is the first pound I'm going to lose, and this is the second pound I'm going to lose, and this is the next 5 pounds I'm going to lose, and this is the next, 5 pounds I'm going to lose, or whatever. The other thing you can do with this is you can try to find like the root of a problem. So like if you're really confused, you have a situation where you're really confused and you're not feeling right, or you're upset but you don't know exactly what the root is, you can work your way backwards. So let's say that you're having some issues at work, you haven't been feeling right, and it feels like, I don't know, like something's not right there. You can say, well, okay, well, yesterday, I walked into the break room and nobody was, everybody was talking, all of a sudden they weren't, so something's weird there. And let's see, 2 days ago, that woman sent out that email, and it seemed a little harsh, and so I responded back a little bit harshly. And let's see, before that, I had exchanged some ideas with a coworker, and they didn't seem to really like it, and that's the issue. They didn't like this exchange, which led to all those things. So, you can work your way back. That's just one example. There's lots of different examples. Then once you find what that root was, if you write it down, or if you just like charge this with that root energy, then you can burn that off. And if you, just like plants, you get rid of the roots, then the problem can disappear. So that's one way of using flash paper. Little teeny tiny pieces, little small pieces, they burn just as quickly and just as neatly as big pieces. So if you buy a big pack like this, you can actually get several uses out of it. And just one more for fun. So I hope you enjoyed this video on flash paper. It's a great ritual tool. This was not my smokeless fire video. That's another type of fire magic, which I'll try to do a video on a little bit later. But yeah, flash paper. Give it a try. It's fun. Blessed be, and we'll see you again on YouTube land soon.